To continue to share the flame now with Tessa and Scott Moir. Back home. Good to see you, kids.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, boy. Let's talk about medals to start. Why not? They're the measure, right? I mean, look, ultimately, that's what we go there to do. You go there to win them. We go there to watch you win them. Gold Vancouver, gold SoCo. Silver was the kind of medal meat in the middle of that sandwich. Was it the silver in Sochi that was really the kind of the slow burn that made you guys, you know, come back to the dance, so to speak?
Not really, actually. It was interesting because I think when we started to plan this comeback, a lot of people thought that we wanted redemption, but we were very happy with our Sochi skates. And actually, somebody asked me yesterday, what was the best moment, a fan experience that you ever had? And it was coming home from Sochi, because we felt like we'd kind of let Canada down, and then what we got from our fans and our friends and our families was such great support. And I think that's why we wanted to come back and to really enjoy kind of that moment with our fans.
But you know, nobody ever felt that way about you when you came home, right? Because your sport is, it's you know, you're out there doing whatever you can, but it's ultimately people that make those decisions, right? Not machines, at least not yet.
With the subjective judging, it's tricky. I mean, it's part of what we love about it, because we love the artistry and that element, but it is tricky. And you know, when you represent your country, you just want to make Canada proud. And wearing that maple leaf, it means so much to us. And I mean, you're talking about medals. Canada did so well. What a strong, courageous team in Pyeongchang, and that was so special, especially after Vancouver. You know, what a highlight for Canadians, and to follow that up and kind of supersede that was really special.
We own the podium, started in Vancouver as this sort of declared mission statement. As soon as I heard it, my first reaction was, that's not very Canadian.
Right.
You know, that's kind of, you know, we're all about humble and, well, shucks, we'll do our best. But, you know, there's a swagger now that this country has during the Winter Games. You know, did you feel that in the venues and the village outside of your own particular sport?
Well, we started to feel the momentum build in Vancouver, but yeah, it does seem like our team, well, we felt anyways, did have a bit of swagger, and now we're, especially in the Winter Games, kind of a force to be reckoned with, and that kind of confidence and that momentum, you know, carries on from sport to sport, and it's pretty neat to be a part of.
You know, to be an Olympian obviously requires tons of hard work, lots of sweat equity, right? You got to check those boxes. You obviously got to have some talent to begin with before you can even think about that. But what's the secret sauce with you guys? What is it? What is it that you know, when you just honestly try and step back and look, swoop down and look above, what is it that gives you guys that edge in your particular expertise? I
mean, if there's one thing we've learned, it's that there is no shortcut. There's no secret recipe, and it's just that kind of grit and resilience required. But I think we're so fortunate to have had this partnership. I mean, if that longevity maybe sets us apart, and just being able to share all of this together has been really important. But we've nurtured that. You know, we've taken care of our partnership, and we've worked with countless professionals over the years to make sure that we are at our best together, and we have strong communication skills, and there's that trust and comfort, and you know, I think that's maybe the difference maker.
It's like the equivalent of finishing each other's sentences.
Exactly.
And you guys kind of do that on the ice, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, we know each other, that's for sure, and we know how to work together, and you know, that's, like Tessa talked about, you know, that can be a bit of a challenge sometimes, but you know what's so great after 20 years, almost 21, is we still love going into the rink and working together, and we have this fantastic partnership. And I mean, somebody asked me what I would have done if I didn't find skating, and it wasn't really finding skating, it was finding Tessa and kind of getting that motivation to accomplish my goals and our goals, and that kind of has always driven me. So I don't know, it's I think it's neat to have something that you still really enjoy, especially after so many, like you talked about, hard hours of that sweat equity, but we're lucky to have enjoyed almost every step of the way.
Now, we can't show video of your wins because of Olympic restrictions. We can show some pictures, some of them still off limits. You know, the hockey game shot there, the Jesus Christ pose with the beer. I'd love to show that, but we can't.
Up. It's a good one for a morning show.
I agree, by the way. Ref's a jerk. Total jerk. We know that.
I thought they were a little off.
And, you know, the sort of suggestive collection of not safe for breakfast show
those
things. You know, some of those,
All right. All right.
We could start a collection called the Kameskatra.
Yeah.
Think of that? Would that work for you guys?
I don't know if that's gonna. No, it might not work.
Look, if you look at that, caption that for me. I'll tell you what I would caption that if I could.
What's yours?
I would say, girl, I'm going to play you like a guitar.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Yeah. I'm just going to take a little nap. I'm going to take a little breath.
You are taking a nap.
Take a rest.
Should I know what move that is? I don't know what move that is.
You should know what move that is.
Lift.
Okay, let's look at the next one.
Yep.
Look at your expressions. What do you think you're thinking or saying there?
We're coming for you.
Yeah.
What I'm saying? I'm
It's
saying,
about a minute 30 in, and we're like, let's go.
Yeah.
oh my God, do you see what the Russians are wearing? And last one.
I better catch her.
Please
is what I'm
catch me.
thinking. Yeah. It would not be a good program if I don't catch her right now.
Stop that Zamboni! I'm still skating out here.
I like that one.
And there you go. That's what we can show. Okay, tell me about your plans now beyond what I would guess is picking out on cheeseburgers and donuts and beer. Are you eating whatever you want now that you're at home? Are you allowed to?
I'm trying
Indulging,
to,
I think.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there has to be some reward at the end of all of that diligent, nutrition and sacrificing and things like that. So it was nice to
Yeah, I've had
treat
my
ourselves.
voice. I've lost my voice. I had it again.
Yeah, I
It's
noticed
kind
it's
of
a
been,
little-
back and forth, but we're definitely enjoying it. And it just seems like every time you turn around, there's more people to celebrate with. And like we talked about, the support from the Canadian people, Canadian fans, and figure skating fans everywhere. It's been pretty special. So we're trying to take it all in right now. We don't know for next steps kind of what we're going to do, but we're lucky enough in our sport we can go on tour. So we'll do Stars on Ice in Japan and Canada, and
Cool.
that'll be a lot of fun for us in the next coming.
Well, you're writing
coming
so many
months.
new chapters in your life now. Maybe a reality show 2.0. We could,
Oh, geez.
all we got to do is
gosh.
follow you around with a camera. I'd be happy
Just
to take
don't
time off
think
my job.
I'm that
I was just
interesting.
gonna
Like
say,
But you
I
are.
fear it would be disappointing.
yeah, yeah.
How about a movie career? We were talking around the office a couple days ago. Who would play you guys in the movie?
I was thinking this morning with my voice, I don't think I could. I'm not.
Oh, no,
cut
you're
out
not
for
playing.
it. Yeah.
No. Who would
We
play
need someone
you
else.
Oh.
in the movie? The
What do you
cinema?
think?
I think he's a little too old now, but Hugh Jackman.
Really?
Dude, you're
Wow, that's a
or you could
compliment.
play a young Hugh Jackman and another Wolverine on ice or something.
Wolverine on Ice. Let's take the show on the road.
Wow.
I like that.
Wolverine on ice.
And I
That's a
think
big
you're-
Feels
compliment. I don't
really
know.
not dangerous to skate
Yeah, that's right.
with,
You
though,
got to
as
make
a
sure those
partner.
claws don't come out when
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
catching her. And Rachel McAdams, your fellow London, Ontario native.
There we go.
Yeah,
That would
yeah,
be
that would
an
work.
incredible honor.
So if I don't have Hugh Jackman's number. Anybody got his number kicking around?
No? Yeah,
Call him up.
we'll work on that.
All right. So no, you talked about what you've got planned in terms of skating out. Too soon to talk about Beijing? Is that even possible?
Yeah,
Yes.
much too soon. Much too soon.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, we'll be fans and we'll be cheering on our teammates no matter what. I guess it just depends on whether we're strapping on our skates or not. But
Yeah, I think we're hopefully smart enough to know that we need some time. We need
Yeah,
to let the
of course.
dust settle, and I think we'll want to be going to represent Canada at Olympic Games until about 2098. So it's going to be tough either way, whatever this transition means. But we'll wait and see.
But also tough to top that Pyeongchang experience.
Yeah.
So that's a risk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to hold on to that feeling for as long as I can.
And where are those medals, by the way?
They're
They're
here
here.
somewhere.
Are they here somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, we should have.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We don't like to bring them out
I
know
unless
it's
people ask them.
presumptuous to
sort of just
like,
present
it's
the
like,
medals.
I'd wear them everywhere if I had. Tessa Virtue Scott Moore, thank you so much. It's my
Thank you
pleasure
for
and honor
having
to meet
us.
you
So
both.
much fun.
All right.